In today's world of greed and gimme, where the customer is no longer right, it's a unique experience to be a client of a business who run their establishment like a finely tuned machine. It is quite noticeable, especially in the fast-paced environment of tattoo shops. It seems to me most of these shops are flying by the seat of their pants. Sure, there may be a few well-trained artists within their walls, and most of the shops pay close attention to safety and cleanliness, but to run a tattoo shop like a fine-tuned machine where every cog, wheel and piston are given the attention each needs to operate at its peak performance is rare indeed. The definition of quality could be described as a million minuscule tweaks and tiny adjustments to the whole, paying the utmost attention to the smallest of small things with an unparalleled focus and precision to each of the components that make up the whole. We can see this in even the simplest of things, like a coat hanger or a toothbrush. If you've ever gazed in wonder at an impressive coat hanger, you'll know what it is I'm trying to get at here. Maybe one of the best examples of this would be a Formula One race car, a precision machine, finely tuned. There is no way you could compete or even come close to winning a race without an articulate team of professionals who each pay the closest possible attention to the smallest of the small details within the purview of their expertise. This requires a team of individuals, each at the top of their game within their specific field of specialization, and each of them dedicated to raising the bar as high as possible. Creating that Formula One car obviously begins with a dream and a very high goal. Once that is in place, the next step is putting together a team of geniuses and specialists to accomplish that dream. I'm not too sure on how to go about doing that, but I'd imagine we start with compiling a group of designers and experts of all kinds. Design specialists, aerodynamic specialists, combustion engine experts, shocks and wheel technicians. The list of people and skill sets involved must be exhaustive, right down to the helmet, gloves, and shoe manufacturers. If any one person in this team is not up to the task at hand, and they let a tiny, seemingly insignificant detail slip, well, there is just no way the car will even come close to winning a race. They will have no chance of coming in first place in any competition. In comparing tattoo shops worldwide, the all-day tattoo shop in Bangkok can compete. They've got the team, they have the experts, they have paid close attention to the details. Each member is highly skilled and talented in their individual area of focus. But most of all, this tattoo shop has an enthusiastic and charismatic leader. A driver who knows how to win. A driver who knows how to run the shop smoothly. A man who knows when to step up and when to take a step back to let the artists do their thing. A leader who knows how to support, encourage, and reward each member of his team. Within this finely tuned machine called All Day Tattoo, that man's name is Luca. This is his story.
Here's my secretary. Just up here. You good? Cherry, I'm just gonna be here for a minute, yeah? So here's the mess.
Yeah, but that's
I'll fix it. So where are we?
that's where the magic happens, right?
Yeah. Just shoe bars with the mess and random mess. I mean, I'm hardly here. I'm always downstairs, but yeah. That's good. All good?
I think so.
Yeah, like another week or so.
Yeah. It hasn't peeled or anything. I keep putting that stuff on there.
Mostly lime oil. That stuff you can put it on even after it's healed. I mean, it's not gonna do any harm. It's all natural oils and stuff.
Gotta go. That's Thailand. It's exhausting and exhilarating.
Shooting stuff out here.
Oh, since the day I got here.
What, do you have a plan or you just go?
I'm doing a bunch of short films on Thailand. People, places, and things, right? Like, and just a series of them. Then I'm going to Malaysia too, so a little bit there.
Yeah, Malaysia is a different kind of vibe.
Yeah.
Nice in a way, but
Yeah.
not as wild as Bangkok, you know?
Yeah, I get that. And the freedom, maybe not as much freedom either.
That's it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, it's more regulated, you know?
Yeah.
More rules and stuff. Here, it's just rules are regulated. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I've driven up the wrong side of the road already. I haven't driven on the sidewalk yet, but
Back then, you go all the time. They cracked down quite a lot. So now they just find 5,000 baht. Sorry, 5,000 baht. That's a lot of money for these guys. You know?
yeah.
But before, I mean, even 10 years ago, stuff, sidewalks, parking sidewalk, on the other side of the sidewalk. It's just pretty toned down compared to what it was, you know?
Yeah.
But we still got that flavor, you know?
Yeah, it's awesome. I love it. I mean, I'm from Canada. We're pretty much communists now. So. Yeah, it's amazing what a government can do to ruin the
Never been to
ruin a
Canada.
country.
There's a lot of Italians in Canada, though. Some
Oh,
family,
yeah.
Some family run Toronto and stuff.
Yeah, I was raised with a bunch of. I worked with an Italian guy. Can I
Yeah.
clip this on you?
Sure.
Just maybe on the inside.
Is it good, the background? I mean, it's
Well,
or you want me to sit there maybe? I can see some of the, whatever, whatever you want.
Yeah.
You're in charge, Chris.
it might be better with this in the background, eh?
Maybe it's just at least a good backdrop or something. Well, maybe not.
I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's you, right? And it's
It's real, not staged. If you're around the area, you can also come back later in the afternoon if you want to get some more shots or something.
I like the pressure. I like it.
deadlines,
And my first couple questions might hit you funny, but it'll establish something for me that I want to.
Sure. Shoot.
Where are we right now?
Well, that's my office. I mean, it's mostly my partner's office because I'm hardly here. That's kind of where we make plans. The big projects and meetings with the staff and whatnot. That's my secretary next door, and upstairs we got a little rooftop. So gonna build a basketball court at some point.
Sweet.
7 minutes. It's just at the level with the BTS, just flat. Plan to put a cage just for me to just go shoot some hoops. Blow some steam. If I ever have a minute, like a free minute, which is never. You know what I mean?
Is this considered the heart of Bangkok? Are we close to the heart of Bangkok?
It's hard to say where the heart of Bangkok is. I mean, Bangkok is huge, so it's just different areas, So this is mainly, Sukhumvit area is a little more westernized area, more expats. This area is more like a Japanese area, so a lot of Japanese expats. Pretty central. I would say that's one of the centers. Here, Prompong and Asok, and then there's other centers, Siam and Chinatown and other areas. But yeah.
Okay, why are we sitting here?
I'm not sure, Chris. You tell me. You're one of our customer, and we'll like your energy, your vibe, and you ask for a quick sit down. I'm just going with the flow,
And how much of a discount did I get on my tattoo for doing this interview?
It's too late now, right? Get a free T-shirt, Chris. Free T-shirt, free hat. I'll hook you up so you can represent wherever you're gonna be at.
You're not paying me to do this,
I'm
right?
not paying. Actually, you're paying me, Chris. Not for the video, for the actual tattoo.
What country were you born in?
I was born in Italy, but I left at a young age. I had basketball dreams. My goal was like playing the NBA. That was the goal. So I always just wanted to play in the U.S. I played semi-pro in Italy at a young age, like third league. Nothing out there, but like I was pretty good for Italy. So like I got a scholarship to play in the U.S. So basically like exchange program slash go play in the U.S. for a few years, see what you got. So I was there for a few years and came back to Italy. And once I came back, I was like, okay, I can't be here. You know, once you see the world at such a young age, it's like, okay, it's bigger than this little city. I mean, I was born close to Milan, so it's not like a small city, but compared to LA where I was, it's just something else, you know. And it was too tight for me, you know. But I had to come back because, I mean, back then they had like mandatory military service. So I had to do it. So I was stuck there. I mean, I would say stuck there for like 10 months or 11 months. And as soon as I finished my military service, I moved to London because it was the closest country where they spoke English, you know. Just no plan, really. I was, okay, I'm just gonna go to London and see what I can get out of it. I was 19, you know, so, and I didn't want to go to college or university. I didn't know what I wanted to do, you know. At that time, the basketball dreams were gone already, you know. When I was young, it's either like play basketball and just lock in, but you know, I was young in LA, you know, start partying a little bit, you know, hanging out with friends. So it's either one or the other. So I was like, okay, partying seems the most fun. And plus, I mean, I'm not gonna be Michael Jordan or anything like that. I'm not gonna make it. So still love the game and all, but it's at that time I was like, okay, just go with the flow, see what happens.
That picture downstairs, that's you?
The dunking picture?
The dunking picture?
Yeah. That wasn't that long ago either. That was like maybe 5-6 years ago. It was a tournament here, like some of my friends organized. And they set up a dunk contest, which I didn't even know I had to be in it. You know, they're like, hey, look, you're gonna be on it? I was like, really? I mean, I had no idea, you know? Okay, I had my basketball shoes on and my wife and her friend was there. I was like, okay, guys, you just stand there. Let me jump you. And they're like, you ever done it? I'm like, no, but I know I can do it. And I did it. You know, that was my thing. You know, I was just always like, you know, that was love dunking and showboating a little bit, you know. But yeah, that was just a fun thing to do, you know.
Such a beautiful picture, though.
Yeah, I mean, they got a great shot,
moment.
you know, like they actually a professional photographer. I was like, okay, I need that picture, you know, I love it. And yeah, that's that.
So how'd you end up in Thailand then?
So I moved to London, I was 19. Just got a random job just to, you know, pay the rent, you know, support myself. I didn't want my parents to support me at that age. It's like whatever I gotta do to, you know, pay my bills. So I just worked at a coffee shop in the beginning. And then from there, I got a job for London Underground. So I was working at London Underground for the art department. So I was working with artists, just a small department, 5 people running the whole art on the underground. So we did exhibitions on trains and stations and working with like world-class artists, you know. So we did, at that time, there was the centenary of the logo, the underground logo. So we got like 100 top artists at a time to do their own rendition of the logo. And we had an auction, silent auction. It was great. I mean, like I didn't really enjoy London as a city, you know. I learned a lot because, you know, I work corporate and all, but wasn't really me, you know what I mean? The weather, people, just a little bit, I mean, I don't really relate, you know, I'm not into like soccer or going to the pub every day. I mean, they call it football out there, so there you go, you know. But I learned a lot. I mean, I had fun, party a lot, learn a lot in, you know, working for such a big corporation. And at that time, I had an ex-girlfriend, she was a flight attendant. So she used to fly to London like once a month and stuff. And she was working for Etihad Airlines. She's based in Dubai or Abu Dhabi. And she was like, you know, I can get you discounts for any flight tickets, right? Because I have like a quota of tickets that I can give to friends and family. I was like, okay, interesting. Give me a list of where Etihad flies from, you know? So I was just looking and I was like, oh, Thailand sounds interesting. And I knew nothing about Thailand. I just knew like the Muay Thai movies, the Jean-Claude Van Damme. That's where it was, you know, I knew nothing, never been to Asia. So I was like, okay, yeah, maybe Thailand. You know, can I get one of my boys to come with me? She's like, yeah, sure. So flew like business class, paid like maybe $80 for the ticket. You know, I paid 10% of the ticket, just the taxes, you know. And then got to Thailand, I was like, wow, this place is crazy, you know. And I mean, from there, it was mainly just, we came, have a good time, and, but I saw all these like tailor shops all over, Sukhumvit and Chinatown. And I mean, I still work corporate, so I had to wear suits every day. And, I'm Italian, so I gotta look a certain way, we are. So in London, it's either like get a custom tailor suit for like 5,000-6,000 pounds, takes 6 months to get it done, or you get like an off the peg suit, 200-300 pounds or whatever, but it's not the fit that I wanted. And I see all these tailor shops, I was like, hey, maybe I should get a couple of suits done, right? So I got a couple of suits done, looked nice and fitted me nicely. Crappy material, cheap quality and all, but when I got back, people was asking me, why did you get that done? It looks great. Because I'm tall, right? So if I get something that fits my arm, here it's like this, So it's like nice fitted suit and look good and all. But then, it's cheap material, it fall apart in a few months. So I was like, hey, hold up a minute, maybe we got something, What if I bring the fabrics from Italy? Train this tailor to do like, great quality, use high-end quality material. And then we got something, right? So I flew in again, talked to the tailor that did my suit, just a random guy. So I was like, hey, maybe we can do something like that. They're like, yeah, we can try, So I was working with them remotely. So basically I sent them the measurements and the fabric and everything and make their suits here. So I used to sell a few suits on the side, to people that work with me, because they saw it, it's okay, price is good, and it's a good product, right? So I was like, hey, I think we got something. That was me and my business partner doing it. We were living together at the time. And I was like, you know what? If we want to take this to the next level, I gotta move here, because working with somebody, so far away, there was some logistic problems and quality problems at that time. So I really believe in it. I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna end in my notice. I'll quit. I'll go first. See what we can do. So I moved here again. Didn't really know anything. So it's just like, but I believe it. I was like, I know it's gonna work out. So then I started finding out where the factories are and learning, how they cut fabrics, how to take measurements and all that stuff. And 6 months in, I called my guy. I was like, hey, quit your job. Let's go. And he quit. He moved here. We've been here ever since. So that was the main reason why I moved here. So we set up the production, selling a few suits here and there. And a German company at the time that was producing here, they found out about us. They were like, why don't you produce for us? At that time, they were like the biggest in the world. And they were like, okay, sure, we can do that for you. And then a few months in, they're like, okay, what about you run our production? So that's what we did. Like, used to travel quite a lot, Vietnam, China, but mainly based here. And so I was working with those guys. At a point, we decided to open some physical location in Europe together with the partners, so we partner up. So at the moment, we still have 3 shops in Europe, Berlin, Vienna, and Munich right now. So we set up the production. Business was running pretty much by itself because I was in charge of the production. So that's taken care of. My guys in Europe take care of marketing and sales. And we got to a point where like, okay, we're pretty established. What do we want to do? What do we enjoy doing? So it's me and my business partner is into working out, and he knew some of the guys from CrossFit gyms and stuff. So they decided to open a gym together. I was like, go for it, man. We'll invest some money. You do your thing. I was really into tattooing, since a young age. I have a lot of tattoo artist friends and people with tattoos. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna learn how to tattoo. A friend of mine was here from Japan, working in a shop, another French shop. So I asked him, just teach me how to tattoo, like I want to learn it the real way, like a full-on apprenticeship, old school. Tell me what to do, So I did that for like a year, and I saw the way the shop was handling clients. I saw the potential. They weren't really doing a great job because most shops are run by artists, and artists are artists. They're different kind of people. You can't expect an artist to be a businessman or be great at sales or customer service. So I was like, hold up a minute. Maybe I should do my own thing, because it's like, I wasn't really looking to make money off tattooing. I just wanted to learn. But then I saw the potential, So I set up a little shop. It was just for me to tattoo, basically. Myself plus another artist, just 2 of us, just across the street. A friend of mine at a craft beer bar, Canadian guy actually. You should go check him out. he had like a townhouse with 2 floors, and he had 2 extra floors and didn't know what to do with it. I was like, okay, I'll take it, you know. And so, you know, in the beginning, first couple of weeks, pretty quiet because nobody knew who we are. And after a while, you know, I mean, not a while actually, after 2-3 weeks, it started just getting busier and busier because we did things a little bit different. You know, it's just like, there's no need to be a dick, you know, sorry about but most studios, you know, they're like, you know, we're the cool kids. We only want to do what we want to do, you know, cool. I'm gonna treat you in a certain way. But it made no sense to me. Why? I mean, just be nice. It's not hard, you know, be nice. They want to give you money, so take good care, then do a good job, and things will work out. Do the right thing, you know. And so we started growing, start getting extra artists, another extra artists. The 2 floors were pretty much full. Like 1 year in, I was like, okay, guys, we gotta move. We have no space. And then this building came up for sale. It was really hard to get buildings on Sukhumvit pre-COVID, and this one came up for rent. I was like, okay, we gotta get this building because it's the same area. We're literally across the street, so this is our area kind of thing. And then we set this up, and again, keep on adding artists and artists. Some of the artists that started with us, they're still here. They've been here, they've been with me for like 7-8 years now. And that's where we are now. That's like 33 of us, 18 artists, 18 resident artists, some guest artists, management, graphic designers. We got it all now.
How do you find your artists? Like,
I mean, it's mostly, I mean, I knew a few, you know, and it's always, you know, somebody know this guy's great. You know, it's more like I go by a recommendation. You know, if I know, I trust you, I know, you know, you vouch for the guy or the girl, I'm in, you know. You have to be a good person first and great artist second. Because there's many great artists, they're not really nice people. You know what I mean? To put it lightly, they just think they're like, oh, I'm better than everybody else. I don't want none of that here. Everybody's the same, you know? I'm the same as them. I'm not above them, or there's not, I mean, some artists are more skilled than others in certain aspects. You know what I mean? Might have an artist that's amazing at black and gray, but cannot do Japanese, right? Which is fine. You can be great at everything. Be great at what you like and what you do. Just do that only, you know? So that's why I have 18 guys that do completely different styles, so I know who's best for what, which is great for them, great for the customer, and it works out, you know.
from what I experience here, tattoo is a well-oiled machine. Like everything flows, and it's different from so many other places. So how did you make that happen? I mean, the flow when I walked in the door to walking out the door was incredible, and I was treated with respect. My opinion mattered, where some places you go, your opinion doesn't matter, and
they want to do what they want to do. But it's your tattoo, and I'm sure that tattoo has a deep meaning for you, or not. You know, but at the same time, you gotta respect. You know, that's your idea. We can help you to take that idea, elevate it, not just shut it down and do what we want to do. You know, it's not fair, right? So we suggest people that take on our advice and they get great tattoos. If you then want to do exactly what you want, that's okay too. I mean, it's your tattoo, it's your arm, your leg. You know, you have to be happy with it. So we only suggest, sometimes like, hey, that's not gonna work out because in 5 years it's gonna look like a blob. Technical stuff, we have to let you know. If it means like you're not gonna get tattooed, that's okay too, because I don't wanna, have a crappy tattoo on my conscience. You know what I mean? You have to see it's like, oh, I got it done it all day. Look at this. So we take it seriously. I mean, it's permanent. But the whole process, what you see is just kind of easy. Because when we were growing, it was more like some of the staff had better skills at certain things. So I was like, same thing that I did for the artists. You're great at that part, just do that. I'm great at this, I'll do this. You do this, and everybody got their thing, So it goes move from one to the next to the next. And just a seamless kind of process, and everybody enjoy themselves because they get to do what they love, and the atmosphere is the other thing. I want everybody to have a good time, to just like, if you're not having a good time, if it's not fun, why doing it, just like have fun. I'm not super strict. They know when it's time to work, it's time to work. When you have a little free time, go mess around, go do whatever you want. I'm not gonna be like, what to do and do this and do that. They know what they're doing, you know, not micromanaging anybody, because that's why I hire specific people, you know, that fits in the team, you know. All you need is just one rotten apple to screw everything up.
You have people that have like business skills too, right? Or like downstairs, are some of those girls, they don't tattoo? Is
Most
that
of
right?
them don't, you know, like some are more, it's just kind of like, because it's also the language barrier. Because I mean, the artists are all Thai. Some speak great English, some okay, some not great. So it's just more, I mean, the need to have the middle person is just to make sure. I mean, they're all fluent in English, first of all. They all have Thai, have American, or have Swiss and whatnot. So I mean, they're all like international Thai in a way. So they're fluent in English, they understand exactly what you want, and they can communicate that to the artist. But they also help the artists print the stencil, set up, size everything up. So this is just kind of like, we call it creative team, you know. So it's just like the middle person between you and the artist, the customer and the artist. Make sure everybody know where they are. You know, if that's what you want the style, okay, we'll pass the information to the artist. The artists know what they do because they're artists, you know. They're great at what they do.
The majority of your customers, are they speak English?
Most of them are foreigners, you know, or expats. We do get some Thais, but like Thais that, you know, been abroad. So most of them speak English, yeah. Some of them, I mean, there might be, you know, a few Japanese guys or German guys that don't speak any English, so we still make it work, you know. I mean, Google Translate, because you use technology to your advantage too, you know.
And how about that software? What is that?
Which one? Like the graphic software?
No, the software that you use for just scheduling.
Well, scheduling, I mean, use a few different ones. There's a few, I mean, there's one that kind of like collates all the messages from Instagram, Facebook, and they all comes in one place. So I got a communication manager to handle that stuff. The scheduling is kind of, I build it myself with my business partner. It's just kind of like, there's nothing on the market that do what we need to do. So it's like, okay, then we got to build our own, and it works. And then, of course, the graphic designer use Photoshop and Procreate, Illustrator, just graphic problems, just for the customer to visualize their tattoo, you know?
How did you make me feel so welcome when I came in here? I really felt welcome.
But I mean, you should feel welcome. Everybody should feel welcome, you know what I mean? It's just like, you gotta treat people with respect, no matter where they're from, how old or how cool, or it doesn't matter. I mean, people are people, you know what I mean? And plus they decide to come to us and they trust us with their tattoos. So, I mean, just be nice. It's easier to be nice than to be, I don't want to curse, you know what I mean? But you know what I mean, right? So just be nice, do the right thing, and things always work out. Always, you know what I mean?
But it's genuine though. It's not, I don't get the impression that you're trying to be nice to me, like a shoe salesman or something.
Right, for sure.
They want the sale. It seemed a lot more personal. Like, you actually do give a shit about me.
We do. I mean, we take it seriously because, as I say, it's permanent. And I mean, we enjoy what we do. It's not like an office job. We're admin people, and I mean, we really enjoy what we do. And it's just kind of adapted to what do you want to get out of it, and have fun in the meantime.
And the girls are checking on me.
ถูกมากเหรอ You can say more ต้องเลย
They can see when I come in, I'm off the street, I'm sweating like a pig because I'm not used to the temperature, and right away they're like, you need some water.
Right.
And you give me water. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, service is also very important because, I mean, there's a difference between, I don't know, the Marriott and a 2-star hotel. You still get a bed and a shower, right? But it's a completely different experience. So we want you to have a great experience because that's what's going to stay with you. Of course, the tattoo is there, but, you know, like the experience is what you'll remember, right? And next time you're in town, I'm sure you'll be back, get another piece, right? So it's a long game. We don't just like, you know, hustle, try to get the quick money, do whatever. You know, there's also a few tattoos that we don't do because we know they're not gonna look good over time. You know, like we don't do hand tattoos, we don't do feet tattoos, or portraits, for example. Because, I mean, feet and hand tattoos never heal well. No matter how well you do it, it's just different skin, you move it all the time. So it's not fair for us to do something that in a year is just gonna look crap, you know? And portraits is for another reason. There's literally 10 artists in the world that I would say they can pull off a perfect portrait. Portrait is very tricky, you know? You put a shadow in the wrong spot, it's a different person. So if you can deliver 100%, even just 98%, it's not good enough. So that's why we say, no, sorry, we don't do portraits, you know. I'm sure you can get it done somewhere else, but, you know, they'll take your money.
Yeah, I guess it's not like a pencil where you can just use the eraser.
Exactly. I mean, it's just like portraits, very delicate. You know, even like, you know, painters, you'll see, you know, let's say somebody get a tattoo of Tupac, for example. It's just gonna end up looking like Tupac's cousin, if you know what I mean. It kind of look like Tupac, but it's not really him. You know what I mean? It's just the light in the eyes, or, you know, things like that. So it goes back to like, do the right thing. You know what I mean? It's just like, it's that simple. You know, life is simple. We just overcomplicate it. You know, be nice, do the right thing. Things work out. Karma too, right? So yeah.
My last question, why do I like you so much?
I don't know. I like you too, Chris. I like your. I can feel energy. You know, when the energy is right, it's just effortless. You know, you don't have to force it. It's just, it's good. You know what I mean? It's all love, right?
Yeah, it's all love. Yeah.
That's all there is.
And what can I do to thank the team here? Like, is there like, do they like pizzas, or can I?
Oh, sure. You feed them.
Surprise pizza
anything.
delivery? Yeah.
Pizza, donuts, whatever. I'm sure they'll appreciate it. You know. There you go. And you make other people feel good, right?
Yeah.
It's that kind of effect. And then if you're good, do something good for somebody else. You know. Yeah, it's the way to live. It's the only way to live, right? Yeah.